Hey guys, this is Ostap, and today's video analysis we have Pandufresh over here in the white gi, going up in the white belt division. So let's get started. The handshake, the double take. There's a bit of padake going on. And then that right there is the first move of the match. So let's see it a little bit slower. So it looks like you go for an arm drag. Right there. Clip his far leg. He's going to drop, and then you get on top. And then you're here on top in half guard. That was a good start, good takedown. One thing that I think you could have done a little bit better when you're immediately after you get the takedown. So after here, when you get on top, see how his legs are crossed right now and your arm is going behind his top hamstring? In the video, your momentum keeps going in this direction. So you end up like, boom, all the way over here. What you can do is after you take him down, like here, if you can stop yourself, have this arm weave through and grab hold of his bottom knee, like the front of his bottom knee, and have your legs here, you can go into a leg weave pass along this side. Alternatively, you could also try to do something like just bring this leg over to this side and then smash both of his knees together. But the way that, yeah, you just keep on going in this direction, which I don't think is your best option. Like this knee should basically, like this leg should stay on this side of his body. But yeah, see how you lift it and you keep going in this direction. And then he kind of uses your momentum, rocks you over, this kind of stuff. Okay. Now you go into passing half guard, and then he almost gets to close guard. His knee slips out. This is one thing you got to be really aware of. Anytime you're passing people's half guard, the position of their bottom knee is of utmost importance. That knee has to stay behind your, let's call it your outside leg, the leg that isn't stuck in the half guard. Okay, so that knee can never pass that leg of yours. And if it does, your left arm should monitor that knee until your leg can come back over it. Yeah, like here, you can see all the space that you're leaving. Let me just slow it down a little bit. And just look at the space through which his bottom knee goes through, like right there. Boom. Now, even though his knee just popped out, your immediate reaction should be your left hand caps that knee, and then you close off the space further so his foot can't escape. Because you left the space open, you weren't dealing with that leg immediately. He was able to pull his foot out and then try to get you into close guard. One of the things I think you did good is you stood up right away. So you weren't like stuck on your knees in close guard. That's a really good thing. Yeah, you got that knee back in between. So that was good. And then here you go immediately back in a half guard for a split second. So he tries to sweep you right there. So now we're in another same scenario. You got to put this knee down and get that knee, the left knee, and close by his ribs, so he can't pull that bottom knee of his out again. Because right there, he pulls it out one more time. He tries a terrible armbar, doesn't get it obviously. That was interesting. I'm not sure why you didn't stack with that. Like right here, I can't tell, maybe his right hand has your foot, but I don't think so. Like you're in prime position to either stack or maybe sprawl your legs out and go over underpass. Instead you base your hand down. Yeah, it's only now that he grabs your ankle. So you had the option of those, one of those two. Opponent's going De La Hiva. Speed it up. Okay, you step over his leg, which is nice, and then you let your leg slip out. This was another thing that really confused me. So when you're playing in De La Hiva, and you get over that foot, like this is a really good position in my opinion. You have the option of folding his legs over to your left side. You could always knee cut if you like, but it really makes him like stuck. So But yeah, from here I just sit my hips down. There's various grips you can use. But yeah, I like this position. And you just step your leg back. And this is especially dangerous because he can try to get into closed guard. Your knee here blocks him from getting fully into closed guard, but there's a chance that leg of his can sneak up past your knee. Okay, still in De La Hiva. Yeah, I'd watch your balance because you keep posting out on this hand. It happened like 3 or 4 times. Not that it's a bad thing, like it's obviously better than you being knocked over, but it probably means that your initial positioning of your body is a little bit off. You shouldn't have to rely on that hand that much. Okay, there you had a chance for a leg drag. Yeah, it looks like you're gripping his pants here. Can't tell for sure. But right here, as he falls down, with this hand, just shove his leg to the inside here, and then run around the other way. That'd be a nice, easy leg drag, because your feet are free, so you can go wherever you want at this point. Instead, you opt to go towards like the side where he has all of his limbs. No, not a terrible thing. Like if you could have grabbed his bottom foot, you could have Toriandoed, but you just sort of like run into his guard again. Anytime you have a scenario where you just have his pant leg and both your feet are free, it's a really powerful spot. You want to take full advantage of it. You don't want to just like rush back into his guard. There you're running around, which is nice. It looks like you should have been able to get through that. Your trailing leg, your rear leg, your right one in this case. I can't tell what grips you have, but yeah, you kind of like just step it in there. If you were just to step it outside, it looks like you would have had the pass, or maybe even come down with your shin on his thigh and finish with like a knee cut pressure. But you just sort of let that leg stay there. Regardless, you come in for a crossface here, which is nice. I really like this position. As you can see here, your opponent gets that knee out again. Very similar to what's been happening in half guard. What I would suggest you do is anytime you get this crossface deep, like you have here, drop immediately to your head side hip. So same arm that's on the side of your opponent's head. Your left arm in this case, you'd want to drop to your left hip. And that'll block this space so we can't get that leg back in. Yeah, because once he gets that leg in, you have to deal with it. Like you need to bring your left arm back to deal with that knee. Also pull it out, yeah, like he does there. Okay, there's another little small thing that happened here. You did good in this position where you cut your shin up over top. The only issue is you want to keep this foot over his thigh longer. Because yeah, your foot pops out and then he's able to lock you in half guard. You had a better position than this available. So once this knee touches down, you keep your foot on one side, your knee on the other, and you step this foot forward so that he can't cross his feet together. Once he's in that position, think of your left leg as keeping his leg stapled down until you free your right leg, because your right leg is the one that's deeper in his guard. And then once you like free that right leg, you can backstep, you can windshield wiper with the shin. But once you get it out of there, then you're basically coming straight into the side mount. There's no having to go through half guard to get your pass. Yeah, see, just watch this again. It's that same thing I mentioned earlier. He's gonna extend his upper body this and shoot that bottom leg through because you're not controlling the space around his bottom leg enough. This position's weird. I don't understand why you have this foot down. Like, if this foot is posted on the mat, usually you should be knee cutting through the guy's guard. But with it just posted on the outside like that, I don't think it's doing you any good at all. But he's going to pull that leg out, just shoot out, boom, and try to get you in close guard. Again, I like your reaction was standing up right away. But I feel against slightly better guys, they'd get close guard on you here, whereas this guy couldn't. Okay, let's just try some weird scissor sweep on you. Nope. Looks like you had this pass. I don't know. You have both pants. Yeah, when you're here, just think of pushing his legs to this side, to his far side. Like, he shouldn't be able to turn in on you. Yeah. Regardless, like, let's say, right in this position, I think you have a leg weave. So you have that arm going behind the thigh, and you really need to control in front of the knee. I think that's where you're kind of in. So it's hard to tell with the quality of this video. It looks like you're in something like that position. Yeah, if you just grab his bottom knee, like right in front of his bottom knee, cup it with your hand, with your left hand. That's so you can immobilize both legs with just one limb of yours. Yeah, because like you're close to passing with the leg weave, but you don't have a good grip on his bottom leg. So you can see what he does is, as you're trying to pass, he'll keep squaring his hips up and bringing his bottom leg in tighter. See, boom, that knee shoots in as he squares up. It's hard for you to finish. Okay, you end up in half guard here. Looks like you had the option for, again, something a little bit better. Okay, right here, where you're over both of his legs. Yeah, here. So you can see he's trying to like hook this leg with yours. You want to just sprawl your hips down, your left hip more so you pin both his legs to the mat. Once you have his legs pinned, usually you want to pass to the backside here. But once you have the legs pinned, you're in a really good passing position. Again, you have to go to half guard, which isn't bad because you have a deep crossface. Like I still like passing the half guard here, but same thing. Anytime you're a deep crossface, at least the way that I like to play it, is I drop to my left hip down to the mat, and then you progress from there. Because then it works well because even if they have an underhook on you like he does, it doesn't really change the position. But yeah, because you are opting to stay on your knee, watch this again. He's going to pull that bottom leg, his right leg in tight, and he's going to, foot puffs out, he's going to try to get you in close guard. So same thing I've been mentioning so far is keep that knee in tight, and if his knee is able to make it through that space, your left hand has to immediately address it. Furthermore, from this position, you're not, like he has an underhook on you, and you're not playing with it at all. Sorry, not playing, but like you're not addressing it at all. You need to re-pummel your arm in. So one of the things you could do, again, get this knee in tight. You can use your arm to frame against his head. Then you pull yourself back, re-pummel the underhook, and then you can keep progressing through the half guard. All right, I'm going to finish this off in part 2.